Today we're going to show you how to install Metaltech's new red-eye bumper on the Toyota FJ Cruiser. Before we begin, read the instructions carefully. Lay out all the parts that came with the kit. There's no requirement for welding or drilling into the frame. Metaltech has included everything you'll need. To get started, remove the spare tire and the mount that attaches to the rear door. After removing the mount, reinstall the hardware on the driver's side. That'll keep the water out, and we'll be reusing the passenger side hardware later. Pulling the plastic cover off the rear bumper means undoing several bolts on top, the little plastic clip inside the door on the passenger side, and 4 more bolts underneath. To get the side to release from the truck, you're going to need to give a couple of good, solid, even pulls. Start at the bottom and work your way up, applying steady pressure. Now stop. If your rig has backup sensors, you'll want to undo them before removing the plastic cover all the way off the bumper. This is also the time to clean up the frame. Take a look and see if there's any excess welding splatter, and if there is, take a grinder or a file to clean it up. We want a smooth surface to mount the bumper to. Remember those bolts on the top of the plastic cover? Well, we're going to remove the plates that used to allow them to bolt together. We're also going to bend back 3 attachment points that are no longer needed with the red eye. In order to keep a clean look on the truck, the red-eye bumper reuses part of the original plastic. Remove the clips that are holding the wings in place and then discard the wings. We're going to be hanging on to the large black plastic corners. Time to start cutting the side panels away from the original bumper cover. Start off with large raw cuts. We'll refine them later as we go. It's a good idea to mark the section of the bumper you'll be cutting away. This will make sure that you know which side of the line you should always be on while you're making your cuts. Remember, at this point, we're just making rough cuts. In a bit, we're going to hang the bumper cover back on the truck just to see if we've got a general fit. As we bring the pods into place, we'll refine our cuts to ensure a proper finish. Before we bolt up the red eye's corner module, we've got a little pre-assembly work to do. We're going to start with the landing pad. These high-density nylon pads will help control the vibrations of the swing arm as you travel down the trail. The kit comes with a threaded triangular plate. We're going to use that to attach our landing pad to the passenger side corner module. The landing pad is adjustable to ensure proper alignment when we get it on the truck. So we're going to want to leave this loose and we'll tighten it down later. Each of the corner modules has 2 holes that are going to need to be tapped. Don't worry if you don't have a tap and die set. The kit came with specially hardened bolts just for this purpose. Time to place our corner modules and make any final adjustments to the plastic corners. Again, don't forget, take little bits off at a time until you get it just right. To make alignment easy, first we're going to hand tighten the pods to the bumper. Then we're going to establish our alignment for the passenger side, tighten that down with a wrench, assemble the swing arm and attach that, then come back and make sure that we have alignment on the driver's side. Don't worry if it sounds a little confusing. We'll show you step by step along the way. Because every truck settles a little differently over time, some of the spacers may take a little encouragement. With the corner modules in place, it's time to hand pack the bearings with moly or lithium grease. Drop the large radial bearing into the pivot shell on the swing arm. Make sure the taper of the bearing is facing towards the taper of the race that's already in the shell. Then, tap the lip seal into place. Quick tip here, a little grease on the outer part of the seal makes it seat a lot easier. Time to install the swing arm. Lower it onto the pivot, place the smaller tapered radial bearing in place, lock it down with the washer and nut, then make sure it swings evenly before tightening it all down with a wrench. As you hand tighten the nut, a few wiggles on the swing arm will help seat everything into place. Time for us to install the latch that's going to hold the swing arm in place. Let's begin by assembling the latch. Next, we're going to take the clip, attach that to the landing pad, and then finally the latch itself to the swing arm. With everything in place, let's bring it all together, check for alignment, and then tighten it all down. When complete, the latch should pull the swing arm tightly up against the landing pad, but still open up and swing freely. With the swing arm latch down, slide the driver's side pod into place, tighten it with a wrench, and alignment should be good. Now don't forget to go back and torque all your bolts. To finish it off, we're going to lock our nut in place with the cotter pin and then cover it all up with the dome. Let's secure the deck in place using the 4 bolts that we previously tapped our holes with. Before we install the spare tire, first we're going to need to get a backspace measurement, and we'll transfer that measurement onto the stinger that holds it in place. We'll install the bolts that will hold our high lift jack for easy access right on the swing arm. The red eyes door link attaches to the rear door, reusing the hardware that had originally held the factory tire mount in place. The adjustable door link arm is next, attaching to the swing arm and the door link plate. With everything in place, check for a smooth, even operation. If you ordered the optional gas can carrier, you can now attach it to the Red Eye bumper's swing arm. The Metaltech Red Eye bumper installation is complete, and you're ready for your next adventure.